Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Real quick shout out to all the members that are there on the stream. Go check them out. Go give them a like, subscribe, show them some love and support. Also, if this video gets over 250 likes, I shall continue the series. Thank you all for the support. Let's hit 20,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later. What's going on, you guys? Major Dragon here. Good to be back. So today we have a brand new What If series. This is potentially one of the most controversial What Ifs that I've done in terms of splitting the fan base and the voting. As you know, I posted the top what if ideas and it has split my fan base in half. Well, after deciding, I put the two most voted ones up against each other, and surprisingly, this one came back from being half of what the other one was, and it has won. So since this what if has won, I shall do it. Now this is what if Beerus arrives early. Now, how early are we talking? We're talking right before Vegeta and Nappa would arrive and Beerus would go meet Son Goku. So this would drastically change the story because Beerus here did not show up after the Buu saga to start the Battle of Gods and etc. Beerus here is showing up decades early, and this would drastically change the story of Dragon Ball Z into Super. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, let's hit this video to 250 likes and I shall continue the series. Thank y'all for the support. Now let's get into it. Son Goku has been on King Kai's planet for roughly a few months now, as he only has around 2 months left before he would have to run down Snake Way once more and be able to go fight Vegeta and Nappa, the Saiyans that will be arriving on Earth. The Z Fighters themselves were on Earth as well, and they were training to prepare themselves, as even Son Gohan was training with Piccolo. Now far off in the distance, as you can go back decades, there was a purple cat who was sleeping, and his name was Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. He was a being of unparalleled power. He was the most powerful being in the entire universe. No being can match his strength. He dreamt of having a true fighter to be able to satisfy his thirst for battle. A fighter to be able to give him what he's been wanting for millions of years, a true fight, a god. He remembers having dreams and visions, as this will change the what if scenario to make Beerus wake up earlier, as Beerus can just see the outline of a man with spiky hair and an orange and blue G. He can't really make out his face, but he was a Saiyan alright. It's very odd saying he didn't see a tail. And he would then see the face of Son Goku. But then he would then wake up abruptly. He was a little bit more tired than usual because he had to wake up a couple decades earlier than he did before, but he would then tell Whis that he had a dream about fighting a mortal who would be able to give him a true challenge. Now, of course, if this pleases his master, of course Whis will be okay. Oh, let's go see the Saiyan. He would then showcase the Saiyans that are still alive. Of course, you would have Son Goku, who he says that he passed away and he's training on King Kai's planet, and you have King Vegeta, and then you have Nappa. Now, as we know, you can technically call him King Vegeta if you want, because the Saiyans all died, but he's technically still Prince Vegeta. I do want to do a King Vegeta what if soon. Beerus was pretty impressed that Vegeta was able to slither his way and survive, again alongside Frieza. But now once we get into it, Beerus is more interested in the Saiyan Son Goku. He's very interested. He looks identical to the man that he saw in his dream. He asked Whis, how powerful is this mortal? Is he strong enough to give me a challenge? Whis explains that from his stats readings, his power level is very small in comparison. Even the likes of Vegeta can beat him at his current power. This makes Whis kind of frustrated. As of course, Whis is sitting there confused. Beerus is the most frustrated one. He's like, well, he's supposed to be a mortal, all powerful. But then the Oracle Fish would chime in and state, well, maybe he's not ready yet. Maybe you have to help him grow that power. Maybe he has the potential to become your rival. This would then spark an idea for Beerus. Yeah, he wants to get out and stretch his limbs a little bit. And for this Saiyan to train on King Kai's world, he must be pretty special for a Kai to train him. So he's gonna go check it out. Goku will be training with the Kaioken. As he already mastered that technique, he's now learning the Spirit Bomb, which he is starting to get the hang of. As Goku's pure heart and clear mind, he's able to easily use it and harness his power. But he's now learning to control the energy and aim where it needs to go. As Goku was performing very well, King Kai states that you could have the power to be able to destroy those Saiyans, lickety split, no problem. We all know how wrong he was. King Kai would then be terrified. As the little things on his head would then go off, Beerus was coming. He would then tell Goku to go hide, tell him to behave, and to just relax. Goku was confused on who this was, as Lord Beerus would then show himself. He asked King Kai for the Saiyan to reveal himself, as Goku was very non-respectful. He offered his hand and said, "Hey, I'm Son Goku, nice to meet you." But he would then bow and say, "Oh, Lord Beerus, sir, I apologize." Now, of course, Beerus wants to know, how is the Saiyan training on the King Kai world, as there haven't been many fighters who ran down the Snake Way like this and had King Kai train them. King Kai would state that this Saiyan has amazing potential. He learned his top techniques in just a few short months, and he's already mastered the gravity of this planet. His power level is rising faster than it's ever been. Now, of course, Beerus thinks that the Saiyan's pretty strong, but it's not really nothing special to him at all. He, even the likes of Frieza can one-shot him, and even Vegeta could probably beat him. Now, he does want to see what King Kai has to offer in terms of his abilities. He does know about the Spirit Bomb, but he doesn't really know about the Kaioken, I would believe. Because when Goku used it, mixing it with Super Saiyan Blue, he was actually kind of surprised that Goku was actually using Kaioken, and he wonders why I never used it on him. So, Goku would then offer to fight Beerus, which Beerus, of course, would gladly accept. He wants to see what the Saiyan can do. And also, Goku was excited. He can now see the fruits of his training. For what he's been training hard for months to go beat the Saiyans, he'll do whatever it takes. And if this Beerus guy is that strong, then he'll be a perfect guy to test it out and fight with. Maybe he can even learn a thing or two. Now, the fight would obviously be one-sided. Beerus would use his hand just like before and easily block Goku's attack like they were nothing. Goku, in desperation, would then use Kaioken ×2, which Beerus actually found interesting, that this is a power that can increase his abilities. Very interesting. Goku being dead and he's not brought back alive just yet, this of course means that Goku can push the Kaioken power far further than what his normal body can physically handle because he's already dead. He doesn't need to worry about the energy problem or stamina or sleeping, he's perfectly fine. Now here is with Goku. Goku would then push to even Kaioken ×5 in a burst, shooting a Kamehameha. Beerus would then explain that his power does surpass Vegeta's, and it's very impressive. He can't even become a great ape and he's learned this power. So, Beerus is, he's not really satisfied. It was kind of really boring to him, but he can see promise in the Saiyan. If he got that strong in a short amount of time, imagine what a real teacher can do. Beerus has an idea. As he asks the Saiyan, "What do you want to do?" And Goku states, "Well, those Saiyans are heading towards my planet, and I'm gonna hopefully be able to beat them when they show up." Now, this gives Beerus an opportunity to kinda lean Goku towards the way of training. And in terms of training, he can train with Whis to get exponentially stronger in a short time, and to maybe even have a real fight. While Beerus wants to go take another little cat nap. As he woke up decades earlier, maybe at least give him a couple weeks maybe to at least doze off for a little bit. But he'll try his best to stay awake, so he might be sleeping at random times. As Beerus was pretty much half asleep the entire time, which goes to show how powerful he is. Even when he's half dozed off and half tired, he can still easily defeat the Saiyan Saga characters, of course, as he can probably easily defeat Buu Saga and even early Super. Now, Goku was confused, but King Kai says that this is a golden opportunity. Whis is the best teacher, and he teaches the gods of destruction. So, Beerus says, "Let's go to my home world, and of course we can train." But Goku can't leave, he's already dead. Until Whis would then wave his staff around, and Goku would be brought back to life. Goku would then be teleporting with Whis, and he would be brought to Beerus' planet, as Beerus would instantly walk off and say, "Well, I'm gonna go get some shut-eye." Whis, train him as best as you can. So, Whis, of course, taking to his master's orders, he begins training Goku. Goku has roughly about 2 months left of training, so for around the first month and a half, he would actually be doing chores, such as changing Beerus' blankets, cutting the grass, and lifting those enormous heavy weights, and even being in a custom weight suit. Now, Goku will be fighting Whis all the time, getting beaten really badly, and getting Zenkais. His power level was increasing exponentially. Whis was trying to have the same and be able to unlock God Ki, so he can actually have a fighting chance against Beerus and give him a battle that he's been wanting. As remember, without God Ki, there's not much Goku can do. He can't even sense Lord Beerus at all. So they would then go into Whis' staff. And this is when Goku could not move in the slightest. Whis would then explain to him that you need to be able to control the ki leaking from your body to be able to move around and train. So as days would pass of practicing to weeks into a month, Goku was finally able to control his ki that was leaking from his body and pretty much harness the power of God energy. Though he's still a complete amateur at it, so Goku can access a godly state, not the likes of Super Saiyan God or the likes of Super Saiyan Blue. As we know in the Resurrection F, Goku can activate this white aura around him, which is pretty much the God essence. And this would increase his power multiple times over, accessing him to be able to use the God Ki, and he is far more powerful than the original. So, in terms of power levels, it really depends. As Goku trained with King Kai for a few short months, he got 18 times stronger. But the fact that he's actually training with the likes of Whis, Goku, in my opinion, would easily be in the 100,000s easily. Maybe a couple 100,000. With the God Essence, he could theoretically maybe be in the millions. As this is not far-fetched, as with Goku getting all these Zenkais, training with the greatest teacher in Universe 7 and Angel himself for 2 months straight, yeah, I feel like it's not too far-fetched for Goku to be able to get that powerful. As we know that Goku got a lot of Zenkais during this era, especially in the Frieza Saga 2 when he got injured. Why can't he get them now? And this is slowballing Goku. As with Goku having God Ki, he could theoretically access Super Saiyan God like Vegeta could have, but not yet, as he still needs to learn to harness it and push it even further than before. Now Goku would actually arrive way earlier, and Beerus and Whis would be watching from afar, as Goku would then actually be on time and save his friends from dying. Now, of course, this could drastically change the story. Now, you could argue that maybe when Nappa fires a blast at Gohan, that maybe Piccolo could sacrifice himself, as that would give them a reason to basically go find Frieza. The second option is Beerus himself wants to go find Frieza, and he would drag Son Goku along to basically maybe he can go fight Frieza himself and maybe get something out of it. And of course, you know, because he's a Saiyan, he enjoys his company. I am going to go with the second option, is that Piccolo never dies. So because of that, Kami never passes away, so the Dragon Balls are all still there. Goku's fight with Nappa ends almost instantly, as Goku would treat Nappa like how he treated Raccoon, delivering an elbow which would kill him and knock him out completely. Shocking Vegeta, as burst in power would make his power level scaling explode. The Scouter could not handle the power of Goku. Now, even when Goku and Vegeta had their battle, Goku was far outclassing Vegeta in power, speed, and skills, because Goku trained with, of course, an Angel here. Vegeta, running out of options, would try to shoot his Gallic Gun, which instead of Goku doing Kaioken Kamehameha this time, he would slap it away with little to no issue, shocking Vegeta with his power, as he thinks that he might even be a Super Saiyan. He doesn't know. Now, Vegeta, with no other option, would then form a fake moon and turn himself into a great ape. Now, this would make Beerus kind of gack a little bit, as he would say, oh, looks like he's becoming serious now, but he's a fool. As with the great ape comes with lumbering size, to where you can't be able to hold the stamina, and you can't move and use your abilities correctly as you would in base form. So you would have Son Goku, who is far too fast and far too powerful, easily be able to catch up to Vegeta and defeat him easily, reverting him back to base form, as Vegeta has little to no energy left. Krillin was going to kill him, but Goku stops him, saying that no, he wants him to live, because he wants to defeat him on his own completely one day. Even though we know that in the original, Goku did not defeat Vegeta, but in this one he did. The other reason why that Goku could and would make more sense this way, that Goku would keep Vegeta alive, is because he didn't see Vegeta as pure evil. He saw good in him, as he saw good in every evil being, and he tried to reform them. So Vegeta would then still make his leave, telling him that he's regretting saving his life, and sparing him, showing him mercy, He would then fly off to Frieza. As Beerus is pretty impressed, he thinks that Vegeta's power level is pretty boring. Maybe he could get stronger himself, and maybe even overthrow Frieza one day. Which then reminds him about Frieza. He has a visit that he wants to go pay Frieza himself, as he asks the Saiyan if he wants to come along and handle Frieza with him. Goku would then smile and say, yeah, Frieza's super strong, I can fight him. And Beerus states, well, with your power, Frieza is very powerful. It'll actually be very interesting to see our training with Whis really went. And that is it for this video, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate all the support. Thank y'all for everything, and I'll talk to you all later.